All right, so it has been a while. It's- I won't say it is significantly a long time, but it has definitely been a while since I've really done some Reggae Boy content. But guess what? We're back on it, and we have the game to preview. Jamaica versus Peru. Big game coming up. Huge game coming up. Um, so we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. All right, so we have a few people in the comment section as early as possible. Ayas Abdi, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. So the Reggae Boys will be facing off against Peru on the 20th of January. We are now looking at Paul Hall's first game as head coach of the Reggae Boys team. So we are definitely looking into the possible things that we might see happen, our possible lineup. But what we do know for sure, I do have the Peru lineup with me right here at this moment. I do have the Peru starting lineup. We will be getting a correspondent on the program tonight. Hopefully that pulls through. We're hoping to see that correspondent. He's not that fluent with English, so I do apologize in advance for the language barrier. I do think that he speaks well enough so that most of us can understand. Because when we message, he will be a correspondent. He's also a football scout, but you will get more information on him when he joins. That is if you get the opportunity to join. So definitely, I do thank you guys for coming in. What I would appreciate you guys to do right now is smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have never done so. If you're seeing this channel for the first time, we will definitely appreciate it. So we are gonna get into some details. I still have okay, so I'm gonna bring on my panelists. I have my panelists to bring on. Ooh. Let me see. Just give me a second, people. I do apologize on that. My apologies, people. My apologies. I should have done this a minute before. So before I go into any further details, how is everyone doing? How are you doing, guys? I would really want to know how are you guys doing. I am doing good. I have been healthy, COVID free, not in no quarantine, not isolating or anything like that. I am good. I'm doing my normal day to day, or going about and just taking life a day at a time. I believe because you don't know it's stressful times and we have to be okay. So my question to you guys: how are you guys doing? Let me run through a few of the comment section before we kick on the show. Ayas Abdi, what's up, my G? Big up, bro. Thank you for coming in. We have Malik Mills, Guna, long time. It has been a long time, definitely a long time. Dwayne Morris said, anything on Davis? David, I have never done a program on Davis, David. Never. I don't even know what the upside and the down low on Davis, David. I did went on though, and Richard Marshall. Okay, I did watch a few games of him and did just some analytical view, and I have never done anything perspective in regards to the Reggae Boys and Davis because I still haven't got any information in regards to the correlation between Davis and the Reggae Boys. So I'm not sure. So that is the reason I haven't done anything on them as yet. So maybe it's a prospect and everyone would like to see. That is the reason. So, Romario online, active, big up. Thank you for coming in. Richard Marshall said, Pearson interview now post on YouTube military. The interview is already on YouTube. The interview is already on the channel. You can go and search. You will see the interview. It is on the channel. Morgan Dwayne said, big up Morgan. People, if you don't follow me as my social, as the pin comment is right there, you can go and follow me there. Dwayne Morrison said, when will the World Cup qualifiers squad named? I'm not sure. Hopefully by next week. I think maybe by Sunday, Monday, we will see that squad, that 23-man squad, if it's 23-man. Craig Sports said, when at the match? It is Thursday at 8 p.m. Thursday at 8 p.m. And I think TVJ will be airing the game live. And yes, I believe it's TVJ. I believe it's TVJ. So I did my due diligence, people, and I found out that I have found out that Peru had a friendly prior to this game. They had a friendly just the other day. Let me see if I could find it. I did my due diligence on Peru, and they had a friendly. They did have a friendly, and I will definitely give you guys some insight on what I think about that game. Now, there's a few things that I would definitely take out from the game. Just a few. Last year in October, Peru played against Argentina. The game finished 1-0 in favor of Argentina. But what I do know is that the players that we will be seeing against Jamaica are 90% of that squad will be playing against Jamaica. That game was in the CONMEBOL qualification round. The CONMEBOL World Cup qualification round. So you would expect to see him. Okay, we have Fabian coming on. You got Fabian, now go on.
Bless up, military, bless up everybody who tune in tonight.
Why, so I tell you the truth, you know. Me hear feedback. Me hear feedback in the background. You have on YouTube on? Oh.
You gone?
Yeah, yeah, you got. No, gone. Me still hear.
Oh, I mean, I have, hold on, let me close all of my other tablet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the tablet tonight. I'm not using the laptop.
Oh,
I'm on the
probably
tablet. I'm wondering.
that.
Better now?
Uh, yeah, me still hear. Still I hear it.
Oh, yeah, I hear it. I'm mute my mic. Even when I mute my microphone, I still hear it.
No, me not hear no. Yeah, me still hear. Me no know why problem. Me no know. Me no know if I feel me. You go on.
Hold on,
Me I remove your audio back.
yeah, do that. I add my back.
All right. So Malik Mill said, "Where can we watch it in America?" Ooh, I think you might be able to stream it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe you can go on tvj.com. Maybe you can go on tvj.com. Malik Mill says, if anyone knows, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would seek clarification on that, Malik. Craig Sports said, look out for the day and Craig. Look out for day and Craig at Jamaica playing in Brazil. I will definitely do so. I will do so. All right. So I'm not here now. All right. I'm not here now. All right. So that's good. O'Neill said, what is Peru situation in their zone? I would have to look into that. I didn't check it. Let me see. Peru situation in their zone. All right, so so Peru is actually in 9th. I don't think they will make it. I highly doubt they will make it. No, I can't say that because third place is on 23 points. Peru is on 9th. All right, let me see. I don't want to get
A
this
World
wrong.
Cup? No,
Yeah,
man.
World Cup.
Peru is on fifth. Peru is in fifth, man.
5th. A difference
Yeah,
in
man. Brazil is in the lead. Brazil, Argentina, Ecuador,
Ecuador,
Colombia. Then
Colombia,
Peru,
Uruguay, Chile. Unless probably me
Chile,
look on the wrong
Uruguay,
thing.
they are all behind them.
Okay, all right, me look on here. No man, Peru the 9th, man. Peru the 9th.
So unless mine not updated then.
Yeah, Peru the pass. No. Hold on. So me
17 points.
understand. No. And yeah, man, my phone had the problem. My phone structure, then the sixth for real. In then the fifth actually.
Yeah, with 17 points. Same as
17
Colombia.
points. Same
One
as Colombia.
17 points, just the same,
Yeah,
and one more than Chile
you're
and
correct.
Uruguay. Yeah, man.
So yeah, you are correct. You are correct. Whoa. So that means that Peru is actually in good standing to go through.
Yeah.
Peru in a good
They're
standing to
in,
go through. So
they're in the playoff spot. Man.
that is the importance of these friendlies. Then that is the importance of um these friendlies. So all right. So the last game that Peru played was let me look at it, was against Venezuela. Now, from what we have seen so far, I have seen a consistency in their starting lineup. I've seen a consistency in their starting lineup. Keeper, players. I've seen a significant consistency. What I realize is that the tougher games that they play, the team that I receive, these are the players that play the tougher games. So it seems as if that they are using these players to get them match fit going into that game. Now, funny enough, Fabian, when I look at these player profile, the starting 11 that I got, none of these players are not playing in any major team as in comparison to what we have. And look at the position. Look, they are in Carnival now. Look at the teams that they're going up against. But yet still, but there's some key things that I realize with their team. They have a particular amount of players coming from a particular club. And it seems as if it has to do with the continuity. And just looking at it, I can see that this team is a team that is well organized in regards to their selection process. And I like that. Even though people would say that it's kind of biased. But if you look at the top teams right across the world, we can't say it's biased, because when you look at France or Spain, when you look at Spain, Barcelona, Real Madrid, 1 and 2, Villarreal 1 and 2. So, but you know consistently it's Barcelona, Real Madrid. So let me tell you the club that is the most consistent club in this team in particular. So they have Sporting Cristal. Sporting Cristal is the most consistent team. They have in a starting level, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 players. 4 players in the starting 11 that plays for Sporting Cristal. Universitario has 2 players as well. So Sporting Cristal, 1, 2, 3, 4. Universitario has 2 players. Then the other 2 other players are senior players. So when I was looking at that, I'm saying, okay, so the squad is experienced as well. That very experienced squad. The average age for the squad is actually 28. So we have some 32-year-old, 31-year-old. Yes, people might say they are older foots, but one thing I know about older foots is that, especially in these type of competition, they know how to win games. They know how to win games. I'm going to read a few more comments then we'll just get straight into the analytical aspect of it. Dwayne Morrison said, which club does Dane Craig play for? I think that question is for Craig Sports TV. Run that question, answer that question, Craig Sport. Onion said it's on the major network. Mark Chambers said they're in 5th position. Jay said, people join and please smash like. People, please smash the like button, people. Please, guys, smash the like button. Sebastian Olea N said, I am Peruvian. Big up, Sebastian. Thank you very much for coming in. Brian Sims, massive respect for the super chat, bro. I really do appreciate it. Your question is, big up military Qatar, where I go. I really hope so. That is on the agenda. That is definitely an agenda. Boss Thomas said, did Austin played in the JPL game yesterday? Austin didn't come off my bench? No, it never come off my bench. He never the bench, we never come off. Me know some seen on the bench, I said it never come off. Alright, so Fabian, we're gonna look on head to head. We're gonna have a look on head to head. We're gonna look on head to head.
It'll be interesting.
So it's not a lot of games, right? It's not a lot of games. But this is what we have. Jamaica versus Peru. This is how it stands.
2006, 2010, 2017, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So the last 2 times we played, and we get 3-1. Not bad.
Is it that show better now? Good.
Yeah,
all right, so
it's good.
So this is how it looks. 4 meetings. It goes as far back as 2006. Drew 1, lose 1 2-1, lost again 3-1, and we lost again 3-1. Didn't we? I could have swear I saw an article saying that we defeated them one time. I could have swear I saw an article, unless on my mind, on my head I go, or just maybe I want a result of I want to see. So Fabian, based on these results that you have seen,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say about our chances of getting a result from this game?
Very, 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 very slim.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I don't expect us to win this game. It is not a game that is results based.
Mm-hmm.
It is just like a game. For me, what I'm looking for in this game is not necessarily for Jamaica to win. What I'm looking for is to see the philosophy of Paul Hall, to see what type of game he will try, what type of strategy, what kind of tactics he will inject into this team.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I am looking for. Not necessarily to come out and win. Remember the aim of this game, this game is a tune-up game for the players who are not playing any competitive football right now, and it is also a chance for the players who are knocking on the door to get into the team
Mm-hmm.
to get a chance to show that they want to be in the team. So it's not really a game that we are going out there expecting to win. I don't expect us to win.
Mm-hmm.
Peru will slap us. Different teams have different objectives for this game. Our objective of this game is not necessarily to win, but it is for Paul Hall to try different combinations and see how the different players react in different situations, different positions, see how
Mm-hmm.
well they take into the tactics, what might work, what might not work, who rusty, who need a little bit more time, which of these players are actually match ready to start the game against Mexico. So it's I'm sure Peru would have their objectives, but I mean for this game it's not I'm not really looking forward to Jamaica winning. I'm looking for other things.
All right. So we have Victor Zaferson on the program, but his camera is not working as yet. He is a correspondent that I was speaking about. Let me see. He messaged me. Okay, so give me 5 minutes. So in the next 5 minutes we'll be having the correspondent on. We actually have some Peruvian in the comment section already. Nice to have you guys here. Very, 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 very nice to have you guys here. Thank you very much for joining. So you bring across some very good points in regards to Paul Hall wanting to see this squad, and he already spoke openly in regards to what he's looking for this squad, because in the article he said that he wants to see what these set of players are, what any one of these players can add to the team in specific. Now, my question to you is, do you believe that there's a possible chance of one of these players having a standout game that they will be able to make a step up to the senior squad?
Yes, and I'm actually looking at one player. In fact, I'm not gonna call the name of the player who I think if that person has a standout game will get called to the national to the setup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Paul Hall looking for that also. That is why this team is has so many young players in there
Mm-hmm. All
because
right.
Paul Hall is looking for that next player to join up with the squad.
So we have the Peruvian correspondent joining us now. Um, Victor,
Hi,
how are you doing?
hi Mario. Hi, nice to meet you. A pleasure to
Yes.
be here. Hi,
It's nice to meet you. We have been speaking for a while now, and you
yes,
reached out to me, and you like some of the stuff that you have seen in regards to the Jamaican football, and you have
yes,
taken
yes.
keen interest in the Jamaican football. What I would like for you to do is introduce yourself to my viewers, especially, and let them know a little bit about you before we can get into the details of the game.
Okay, my name is Víctor Zaferson. This is the correct pronunciation of my last name, Zaferson. Okay,
Mhm.
I am a journalist and football scout, and also a professor of Spanish writing. Spanish writing. Okay, I have three
Mhm.
jobs here in Peru,
Mhm.
and I always watch football in South America, in Europe,
Mhm.
and in the last years, I watch football in Jamaica.
Mhm.
I remember this player from Jamaica, John Barnes.
John
He was,
Barnes.
yes, he played for England in two
Mhm.
World Cups, and Bailey, Leon Bailey, and Morrison was playing in England in the last
Ravel
years.
Morrison.
Yes,
So
exactly.
so Who do you scout for?
First, I start as scout for the Germany Bayern, Bayern, okay? No Bayern Munich, no. Bayern,
Leverkusen.
yes, exactly. For 4 years,
Mhm.
between 2001 and 2004, and then I work as freelance for some agencies, for some scouts, for some companies, and I
Mhm.
prefer to work as freelance right now.
Okay. So what makes you get that keen interest in Jamaican football?
Because players are athletes there, are very strong and very smart and very fast. And I remember players, they are strong and very fast.
Mhm.
I am looking for these players, and I think Jamaica can export more players to Europe, to the MLS,
Mhm.
to Asia. No,
Okay. Okay. And that's nice. So, um, we are now we're going to become a small rival for a short time period. Oh, Fabian, do you have any questions that you want to ask before we get into the game?
No, I mean
small
you asked
rival.
all the questions already. You
Okay.
asked all the questions already that I would want to ask.
Okay.
I'm just taking in everything, just listening and learning.
Hmm. Okay. So
Uh,
let's get into it now. So we will be small. We will rivals for a short time span when Peru face off against Jamaica. Um, what are the expectations for this Peru team in the World Cup qualifiers, and how do you think that they're going on? How do you think they're going on so far?
First, Jamaica is not a small rival. I think will be very hard to Peru. I think Gareca chose Jamaica for the quality of the players, like player from Colombia, from Ecuador, and I think will be very hard to Peru to beat Jamaica
Hmm.
this Thursday. Okay, and Peru needs 9 points, I think, 9 points to qualify to the next World Cup.
Hmm.
Uh, there are two very hard matches in the end of this month
Hmm.
against Colombia and Ecuador, and I think Jamaica will be very hard to Peru. Panama was very hard to Peru the last Sunday. Okay,
Hmm.
I think Jamaica um, is powerful. Jamaica. I watched some games and
Hmm.
in the hexagonal, no, and I think it's a very strong team.
Hmm. I do agree. So one of the situation I realized that you guys are playing really well. The last game that I checked for you guys was Argentina. I saw the games coming up. You guys had a friendly against Panama, in which I thought what you guys played extremely well. But the game that I tracked back to, and that I really recall that game was a game in October against Argentina. No, when I look at that squad, the squad that you sent me is quite similar to that squad. So I'm saying that you guys are going full force in this game. And
Mm,
the reason why that game in specific is a recollection in my mind is because of how well you guys played against that Argentina team. And I'm like, if this is the standard that you guys are coming with, we might be in a little bit of trouble.
and I look the lineup against Argentina was different.
Mm-hmm.
No, Peru will show new players, young players against Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Against Argentina, the number 9 was Italian striker Lapadula.
Mm-hmm.
Lapadula is not playing now in Italy, and
Mm-hmm.
against Jamaica, the number 9, the center forward, will be Alex Valera, who plays in the Peruvian League.
Mm-hmm.
And the Peru have a starting 11. It's a very good team, but the second line, the players who are not starters, or the bench, they are players young and was not enough experience to play against strong rivals. No, it's a different team right now.
Oh, okay, understood. So I'm glad that you come on here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring up the team that you sent me. I'm gonna bring
Yes.
up the team that you sent me. Let me see if I can find it. So I'm not sure. Are you seeing it clearly?
Yes. Yes,
You seen
I
it?
see. Yes.
Okay, you're seeing it. So I saw the system that you guys use, a 4-1-4-1. And I think you guys played well, extremely good. The question I want to ask is, out of this bunch of players or this lot of players, who do you think will benefit most from this friendly?
Look, and I think the system is 4-3-3 first.
4-3-3.
See, yes, 4-3-3. The goalkeeper will be Galese, Pedro Galese. He plays in MLS for Orlando City. Okay. In the back line, as right back, Aldo Corso.
Cristiano Ramos.
Plays, yes, Cristian Ramos and Alexander Callens from New York. Okay. And as right left back is Nilson Loyola.
Sporting
Okay.
Cristal.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I did some research. Yeah.
Okay.
I did some research.
In the midfield, the center midfielder will be Jesus Castillo. He's very young. He played his first.
Also from Sporting Cristal. You guys,
Yes,
is that
yes,
the top team that you guys just pick from because of how well they're doing?
Yes. The three midfielders are from Sporting Cristal. Cristal was second. The last year, the champion was Alianza Lima, and Cristal is second. And Castillo and Calcaterra is from Argentina, and he has now Peruvian nationality. And finally, Christopher Gonzalez. Three players in the midfield. They are from Sporting Cristal. And Castillo is very young. Castillo will play his second match. 20. Yes.
Yeah, it's 20.
Yes. He was born in 2001. Yes. And then the number 9, Alex Valera, the left-footed, playing as left winger, Luis Iberico. He will replace Edison Flores. Edison Flores is playing in the MLS. And playing as right winger is Andy Polo, playing
right
in
winger?
MLS too.
Yeah, 27-year-old Portland Timberlands.
Yes, exactly, the same player. He was injured during 4 or 6 months. He's ready now. Andy Polo. I think he will be playing against Jamaica. This is the team, the Peru B. Actually, Peru B. Peru need Jotun. Jotun is free agent now. Need La Padula, Renato Tapia, Pedro Aquino. There are players with quality in Peru, really.
Okay, so I see that you guys, like, when I'm looking at the team, I see only three players under the age of 25. That is Alex Valera, 25 years old, Luis Iberico, 23 years old, and Jesus Calcacillo at 20 years old. So that's only three players. This is a very experienced team going to this game. Now, is it a case in which this is the same team that Peru is looking to bring forward into the qualifiers?
Yes. And Calcaterra is 32. Calcaterra. Horacio Calcaterra is 32.
32. Yeah.
Yes, yes. The rest of the lineup is players with experience, and Castillo is very young, Castillo.
Okay.
But in the position of Castillo, Gareca will use Renato Tapia. Tapia
Okay.
plays in Spain, in Celta de Vigo.
Oh,
Okay.
Celta Vigo.
Yes, yes.
So there's still more quality players to come in.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yes. The problem is, and Peruvian players here in the Peruvian League, the League One, need more minutes playing in the high level to show the skills. This is the problem. The young
Okay.
players in Peru are not playing more matches, more competitive matches. This is the big problem here.
Okay.
I told you about Nicholson, okay, the striker from Jamaica.
Yeah,
He
Shaman
was
Nichols.
playing in, yes, he was playing in Belgium, okay. There are not an attacker in Peru like Nicholson, okay. Peru has to cross the fingers for La Padula. La Padula is 31, no, this is the big difference,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a huge difference.
Yes,
But we still do have other quality strikers as well. We have Kemar Roof, Kemar Roof, right? At Rangers. I
yes,
think Kemar Roof is like 28, 29. I think everyone knows Mikel Antonio. So we do have a portion, an abundance of strikers who are very, very
yes,
talented and can get the job done.
yes.
So it's yeah,
From England, no? From England.
yeah.
Jamaica scout player from England. Yes.
So we do have the quality in regards to individual players, but we have a serious problem in regards to the cohesiveness, the chemistry in the team, in regards to how we're going to move forward, because some of these players are just joining in the team since last year. So it's not like it's a team like the Peru team where you guys have been building for a time period, so that chemistry
Yes.
is there. We don't really have that. So you guys, that is the reason why you guys are doing so well, because when I look at the team, I'm like, despite you guys have a mixture of senior players and also young players, when I look at the squad, I'm realizing that a lot of these players are coming from similar places, like the three players coming from Sporting Crystal. We have
Yes.
shown that
Yes.
they already have that cohesiveness, that bond, that chemistry coming into the team. So
Exactly.
that is a huge, huge advantage for you guys, which means that you
Yes.
guys already
Exactly.
have the understanding. Now, you guys will be playing a team that none of the Jamaican fans have never seen a team play before. There'll be,
Okay. Okay.
there'll be a lot of debutants in this friendly, players that we have, as I said, we have never seen play together. We have seen them play independently, but we have never seen them play together before.
Okay.
Players from here, but one of the things we have, there's a lot of young players, so we might see that level of youthful exuberance. In the same sense, experience is always a massive thing when it comes on to playing against youth, because the dark arts of football, the tactical fouling and those and the time wasting, we don't have that. We want to
Okay.
win now, we want to run now, we want to achieve now, and that is not just how football is. But
Okay.
I do think that this is your squad is actually a very balanced squad, and I see you guys put out some team pictures of training sessions and such. I'm like, you guys look very much well prepared for this game. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
what are your expectations of this game?
Look, I think Peru, Gareca want to give the opportunity to the young players to show the skills, no, to be called for the next matches against Colombia and Ecuador. Gareca want to uh, see players with quality, how they are growing in the last months, in the last weeks, in the last years, and I think Galese, Corso, Ramos, Callens, and Loyola will play against Colombia and Ecuador. In the midfield, I think Gareca will change those players. Okay, for Gareca, the starters will be Tapia, Jotun, and Peña, Sergio Peña. He's playing in Sweden for Malmo. Okay, and in the attack, Christian Cueva is playing in Saudi Arabia. La Padula, he's playing in Italy. And finally, André Carrillo, he's playing in the Arabian side. Okay, and against Jamaica is give the opportunity to the new players to show the skills. Gareca needs to see more players for the next 4 competitive matches in the last stage of these qualifiers. Okay.
Okay.
This is the goal. The goal. See more players. Analyze more players.
All right. So
and I think Jamaica will be hard. Okay. Jamaica is. I like Jamaica. I like. Yes.
So what I do know is that you will see some players for your scouting report, and I know that you will contact me. I'm sure that you will contact me, and definitely, hopefully the players will. If I reach out to them, they will answer the call. Hopefully, because some of these players, well, they are very difficult, extremely difficult. But if you contact me, I will try my best to contact them. So it was really, really nice having you on to hear the insight in which, from the Peruvian insight. I really, really enjoy you coming on tonight. I'm taking the time out of your busy time. Hopefully we can talk after the show, and definitely glad to have you on, Victor. Really, really appreciate
pleasure. Mario, I and your partner. I hope you understand my English. Okay. I hope that. Excellent.
Right.
Many thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on. I will speak again.
Perfect. I was a pleasure. Good night. Right. Thanks.
Good night. All right. So people, you hear from the scouts, as I mentioned, he's a scout for ex-scout for Bayer Leverkusen and a few other places, but I can't say those other places because it's an ex-scout for Leverkusen. I can say that, but he's no longer a scout for them. But the other place that he's scout for, I can't mention them now. But good things are happening, people. I'm telling you, good things are happening. People are watching the Jamaican football, and they're keen. They have taken keen interest in the Jamaican football. Big up, coach. Massive respect. Thanks for coming on. Glad to see you. J King, big up. Big up. So, Fabian, let's get back to stuff. So, as you can see, as I mentioned, we are going to face a good team. We're going to be facing a good team. But our team, we don't know what to expect. I'm telling the truth. I don't know what
I don't think anybody knows what to expect. And Ricardo Thomas has joined the team also for the friendly.
I just saw it a while ago.
Yeah, Ricardo Thomas. I think it's to replace one of the COVID positive players. I think it's to replace
Alex.
Yeah, I think so they have added him to the squad to face Peru on Thursday. But for our squad, I mean, the only thing I can probably guarantee is that Damian Lowe will start. I can only predict that Damian Lowe will start. That's the only thing I can predict, because Damian Lowe will be the captain. That's the only thing I can predict. There's nothing else out there that I can predict. I don't know what Paul Hall will be looking for. I expect Damian Lowe and maybe Kemar to start, because these are players who you will be thinking that Paul Hall wants them to get some playing time under their belt, to get some match game time under their belt, so that they can get back to full match fitness. So that's what I'm assuming.
We're gonna do one. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. Coach is like Damien Low and Aka. I go captain this squad.
Yeah, Damien Low and Haka. Yeah, Damien Low and Haka. I don't think we have
Gonna
any
do.
other option here.
We're gonna try to a predicted lineup. We're gonna try that predicted lineup. We're gonna try. We're gonna try because we know it's gonna difficult, but we can. I think we can try. So in goal, who you think we're gonna have in goal?
I want me to do who I would start based on the list of players that are there. That
All
I
right.
think that
Tell me who you want.
of the players.
Mhm.
In goal, JD White in
All right.
goal.
Jay White.
I don't think we have a choice, but JD White I think is
Mhm.
better than the others.
Mhm.
So JD White in goal.
Jaden White.
Yes, at centre back, you know, automatically Nana goes in at centre back. That's
On the right side.
Damian Lowe. Wait, may I run through my list? On the left side. On the left side. Wait, which side two we play on? Two we play on the left or the right side to Cavalier?
I think at the left.
Uh,
Two people play on the
I don't remember, but Topi and
and
Damian Lowe. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
Right back.
expecting. Javier
Brown.
Brown at right back and yeah, and Taxi at left back.
Without a
Yeah, and
question.
Kemar Lawrence at left back. Mm-hmm.
Without a question. Midfield. I think we're gonna use a two in midfield, right?
Two.
4-2-3-1.
I am expecting Haka to start in D mid.
So
Haka
hold on.
Speedy.
Speedy. Oh, Speedy, yeah man. Mebala.
Yeah, so Haka and Speedy should be starting right in there. So
Jay Watson. Can't tell you right now.
you know who I would start right there in the number 10 role.
JK.
Definitely Peter Leverson. Definitely, I would expect him to start there.
Right wing.
On the right side,
Mm.
I am looking for on the right side. I am looking for maybe Dishane Beckford. Looking for Dishane Beckford on the right.
Left side.
Jardine Fletcher on the left side.
Fletcher. Sawoga strike.
Chang.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't put them pressure upon Chang.
I mean, Jordan is not a centre forward. Fletcher is not a centre forward. Fletcher is not a centre forward.
Heavy pressure that you put upon Chang, bro. They're young.
Really?
Young baller. Mm-hmm.
They're all young. So yeah, that is how I would. That is the team that I would select. Those three behind Chang, they are very, very, very good friends. They have been playing together from they are about 10 or 11. So I shouldn't have any problems with chemistry right there. They have been playing those three behind Chang. They have been playing together for years, so I shouldn't have any problems right there. But this is the lineup that I would go with. Haka, I would pull Haka at halftime and bring in Tevin Shaw. Tevin Shaw is a very good midfielder that I've been watching for years. I rate Tevin Shaw. Really,
so
really
why
rate
never
Tevin
start
Shaw.
Shaw then? Remember, say, well,
Because
Haka can do, you know.
yeah, because Javan Watson has to start. Remember, Javan Watson is not gonna play against Mexico, but Javan
You know
Watson
that?
can play.
Oh, you know
Javan
say
Watson
that?
can't do it, bro.
Oh, in Cardo. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't. Javan Watson can't play against Mexico. Yeah, so just to keep him match shot. Remember, he doesn't have a club playing for.
Mm-hmm.
So to keep him match up, I would give him 45 minutes under his belt. But the reality, Javan Watson is needed in the squad, So I don't want people to get me wrong. Javan Watson is needed in the squad. However, what Javan Watson is Javan was is not needed in the starting lineup when you have a Grant there.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? My problem is when you have a fit Grant and have him on the bench and start Haka. But Haka is a very important part of the team. Haka also is there as sort of the person that he's the behind the scenes person that eases the tension and all of that. Yeah, you want a vibes man in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have gone to training sessions. Haka is very technical. So me know the man them feel like the Haka can't play. Haka is very technical like I said,
Yeah,
and fit.
yeah, me
Even
can't,
fast,
me not got this, me can't disagree to that because me seen play.
right?
I have seen play.
He just fast.
The only
My
thing me have with him, is keeping up with the pace. But in
exactly
regards to
right.
close era,
Right. So he can give
that's
you a
it.
good 10, 15 minutes. So I think for me, Haka is a very good option off the bench for Grant. That is how I would use him in the qualifiers. A very good option off the bench for Grant. But as it relates to starting him and benching Grant, not gonna happen at all. So this is the side that I would use. You realize this team here, we really would have need Corey Burke. Would have really need Corey Burke because that
Mm-hmm.
side don't really have no center forward.
And based off of information, coach is just go live with Coburg on Instagram, and coach
Oh
tell you say,
yeah, me see why I'm never go.
yeah, some paperwork business.
Yeah. Right. So he started out his documents and all of that, and which we have to understand that
Mm-hmm.
as to why, and he gave that information long before.
Mm-hmm.
So we understand why Burke is not there. Um, this is what I'm looking for. No, you see, all of these players, all
Mm-hmm.
these players here are currently not in any competition. Not well, minus the JPL footballers who basically just play one game. They are not in any competition right now. So these players are not match fit. They are not match ready. So I understand the reason Paul Hall wants to have this friendly to get these players match ready, and that is why I'm not I have said it before, and I'm not going to stop beating our captain. I'm not gonna stop beating Andre Blake for rejecting this call. I am not going to stop
Mm-hmm.
because this match is supposed to use as a tune-up game for the Mexico game. You need everybody sharp and ready. And you know what is going to happen now?
Mm-hmm.
This is what's going to happen. Paul Hall is going to select a heavy English-based squad to play against Mexico. And
It'll
we are
cause
going to have
problem.
person in the comment section who are going to come and say, oh, Paul Hall just has choose the Englishman. And I'm now wait for
And I gonna
them.
say for that what you want a long time.
No, I am waiting for them because the English players are playing week in, week out. They are sharp and fit and match fit and ready. And them we have used. You understand? Football no
Mm-hmm.
work with friend team or play upon computer screen. Reality we're talking about. We're talking about reality. Understand what I'm saying? So I hope when you see a Speedy Williams have to sit down on the bench and Ravel Morrison come in and start, nobody not complain because Ravel is playing every week. The Derby Speedy not playing right now. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I'm not saying Speedy is not good, but if you want to match sharpness and all of that, you have to select the players that are playing. Remember, in now have 3 months to qualify. We need a team right now to get the job done.
Look on the
So
comment
now
section,
we
Shaz. Shaz said we have to look past Aka and put in Lambert because he's for the future. What do you think about that?
all right, Shaz, the first thing, Lambert is not a D mid. Lambert is a box to box player. Lambert is more of a Devon Williams type of player. Lambert has been playing out of position because of his physical attributes. Lambert also, I don't know what happened, but initially he got the call up to be in this squad and he's not there right now. Lambert is a player that I rate highly. You understand? But the reality about phasing out, getting rid of Haka and putting in Lambert, when you're changing a footballer out of a position, it has to be a gradual phase. You can't just take him out and just throw in somebody else. You have to
Mm-hmm.
gradually phase them out. And I agree that now is the time that we should be phasing out Haka out of the system and start preparing. We didn't do any forward planning, and that is why we have to call back Haka. No one. We should have been fading out Haka for the past 3 years, but it wasn't. The truth is, it wasn't happening. So we have to do it now and gradually. phase him out of the team and bring in a maybe. And I wouldn't say bring
Tevin.
in a Lambert. I prefer Kevin Stewart.
I'm to
I
Tevin.
prefer bringing a Kevin Stewart or a Kevin Shaw.
Shaw, yeah.
Yeah, I would
So, me can't, you
phase
see,
him out and bring in a Shaw.
my problem with Stuart is this. He's not in worse than Bailey. in game 2 games and I hit that the rest of the season. Done. Strike.
I mean, I hate when players get injured, but it's a part of the
Hate
game.
it
So
bad.
hopefully he can get that past him, and then he can start producing. Bailey, for those who are expecting a lot from Bailey this year, I would not expect a lot from Bailey this year. His handlers at Aston Villa, they are going to be very, very cautious with him, and they will play him sparingly until he's back to 100%, until they are sure he's back to 100%.
Shaz, you hear me? Come in and hear something nice now. Nice now. You start at the mic?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Me and Fabian say he would put Lambert kind of a box-to-box player. Like I say, I'm been playing the position for past while and thing, but if the position where I can play Lambert and play for the past while, even my box-to-box, it doesn't mean you can't be a defender and a defensive midfielder. No? Because the way football are integrate right now, it's not you're not objective or subjective to a specific position at any given time. And that's why if I give hard staff to Pep and them and they can look on it. For example, say Zinko is a attacking midfielder for him country and him play left back for City, don't it? So in many cases that in the football now you have to learn to adapt. You have to learn to adapt and feel like Lambert is at the stage where him adapting to the situation and how things is. So when if we look beyond that, Akawa 30 years now, if we look at players that we can integrate in the thing right now, where, as we said, for the future. Yes, you give some other option, yes, which is right, which is available, but as a you say Guna, it was for a moment person that but you need somebody who have longevity, you know what I mean? So Akai being there now is good for the younger persons coming into the setup and with the experience he carry through, being the most capped person, and can give a few tips to the persons, the new players and whoever who feels fit to really say they want to make this country go better in terms of football. So I don't know. I think for the upcoming games, World Cup qualifier, we need to look past Aka because I mean, to be honest, Fabian, me know for sure as a coach, I don't want a man who really give just 10 minutes on professional stage. You know what I mean? So to be frank, I just think if we need Aka that much on the squad, it can be a mentor to the players. That being a part of the squad, keeping just giving 15 minutes and that's it. Now, whenever you have certain players that can really say, who would like to step up to the plate and endorse some talent, showcase some talents. But as we say, we need to put in some youth in them 20s now. But we know, say, like may I listen to program earlier with the person from Peru. And you can count, they say it's a young team and the whole thing. So, them are built for the future. So, we need to look past that now. Because, I mean, look at Aka, for example, and even Grant. They're on the wrong side of the world in terms of age, you know what I mean? So if we look at players, we can say, look, replace them, you know what I mean? But that's my view still.
Yeah, you bring across a valid point. But in every squad, you always go find the senior player there, at least 2 or 3 of them. Senior player will build with a motivation for the squad. In every squad, you go find that. Who knows that me beat Aka? Me beat him. Me not afraid to beat him. But on a different scale of things, you are gonna need a player like that. Of that type of mold in regards to the motivation, the spirit, the building the team spirit and the level of experience there. Hopefully, that him I bring to the squad. Hopefully, that him I bring to the squad. And the level of knowledge to the youngsters then. I miss that in every squad, so we can't get hard. So, for example, well, the Peru squad, yeah, the oldest player in the squad are 32. They have 3 players who are 32. Oh, yeah, and then 3 players that play attack. Yeah. Well, tough still. But I just feel like you're probably going to need that.
Bro,
I don't think it's easy if you have one team that's young, so.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Shaz, but as with everything in life, it is about
Balance.
time and place. Time and place. I mean, yes, we want to get rid of Haka. Yes, we are supposed to be looking at younger players, but remember, Haka already knows the system. Haka already knows the players in the team. Haka brings to the team a lot of experience, And so at this point in time, knowing that we have games coming thick and fast and we cannot afford to make any mistake for these set of games, Haka is needed in that sense because Haka already there. So it is easier to get Haka fit than to get in somebody new and then bring them through the whole process of learning the team and teaching or whatever the case may be. Even if we do that, we can't get rid of Haka. Haka has to be there as a plan B. So for me, Haka's role in the team is to bring experience to the dressing room and bring experience on the pitch. So there will be games where we have some games and we are grind out some victory and you need experience to go on and just steer the ship across the line. I think that should be Haka's role in the team.
All right.
As of right now.
The comment here from Drummond, it makes a lot of sense. A long time we have beat Haka, but when I look into it, you can't say. The comment Jack Drummond said, Whitmore obviously trusts in Haka. Now, our new coach seems to also have confidence in him. We are not around them to know there's something positive about him for both coaches to keep him. And that is true. That is true. As an Arsenal fan,
that is so true. That is so true.
As an Arsenal fan, they beat Xhaka. Wenger keep him. Emery keep him. Freddie Lundberg keep him. Arteta keep him. But all our fan base are beat him. Every single fan base beat him left, right, and center. But he my captain. Every manager in go on that I my captain. But none of fan base they can't like it. But guess what? There are particular type of players. There are some players that they do stuff in the dressing room that accredits them being there. That really credits them being there. I know so want to move away from Haka because at the age alone we talk about, At age alone we talk about, But we have to look on the other things that we bring to the squad. It's a soft factors, Fabian may talk about that. The psychological aspect of football. The psychological aspect of football is a soft factor. As much as people, me think nobody beat Haka like me. But the soft factor, the psychological factor of football, them things that apply. As much as I want to beat him, the mere fact that previous coach will on him, new coach still will on him, it means that this man brings something in the dressing room where obviously they can't afford to lose out of the dressing room. They can't afford to lose that particular aspect what him bringing in the dressing room. So we just have to appreciate it as much as a long time I do it. I see much no found support clubs don't want to get rid of some particular baller. And for some reason coach can't get rid of him. Coach don't want to get rid of him. For some reason the coach don't want to get rid of him.
Haka is not bad in quality. Haka just lack match fitness. Haka is just not fit. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the experience is there. Anybody who talking you see when Jamaica go play against Mexico, go down a stadium. Go down a stadium and go watch Jamaica train. Haka is one of the best players training. Go down there and watch Haka train. So when we beat Haka, it's not because we say Haka. I'm not saying Haka should start. I said Haka plays a very important role in this squad. And the person is talking about age. It is the same reason why Xavi Hernandez went back for a 30-year-old Dani Alves to play for Barcelona. And ever since Dani Alves has come back to Barcelona, he looked like a completely different Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
So there are other things happening that are also as important off the pitch as on the pitch. Am I saying Haka should start and bring us to the World Cup? No.
No. But
I am saying Haka
being
should
around the
be
team.
in the squad to close games, to close off games. You need Haka to come on for 15 minutes. And the good thing is that Haka can play centre back too. Haka can come on and play a centre back for 15 minutes. If we up on you want to go 3 back, you bring on Haka and him experience, we kill the energy in the game and slow down the game. You bring him on beside Grant, or God forbid if something happen to Grant, and you bring him on to Grant and make him close out the game. That is what Haka should be there for. While having a Kevin Shaw, a Kevin Stewart in training with Haka, learning from Haka, so that next year they should be ready to take over from Haka.
Yeah, some valid points. I can't really disagree with you as much as though I would want to disagree. I can't really disagree with it. And as I said, me just right now I look on Daniel Alves, I do an interview in regards to, and Daniel Alves how much? How much? In touch 40 yet? And them still view him as a vital member in our squad, the Lynchman. But with, as I can say, people, this possible problem in last rounds in the team. So I don't think we will be amongst him for too long. I think this is the last campaign with the team based off of age and other factors. And we have seen what Paul Hall is doing in regards to going for the youthful exuberance. Just the mere fact the team when call, they can tell the direction in which he must send the team. The Formula Sports, big up people. If you haven't subscribed to Formula Sports yet, we can tell people you need to subscribe to Formula Sports. Some really good content. He only makes it in our current team because the CDM position is our weakest. Dying to see David Davis, quality player. All right, so me hear a lot of people talk about Davis. Me don't know. Personally, I have. Me not see the correlation in regards to if he might come to play for we or not. I've never really researched it. Never really researched it to find out what the situation with Davis. Me don't know if he might come represent it. Me don't know if he's interested in representing Jamaica. So I don't really know the situation. Many times people ask me about it, and the most me can say is I don't really know. Remember that we're talking about Kevin Stewart. We now know that Kevin Stewart has a serious injury issue. The man is a serial injury-prone player.
Well, on a minute there. How old is Haka?
38. My 39 this
After
year.
Haka was?
Yeah.
You sure Haka 30?
Yes, man.
How old is Anthony Grant?
Grant at 33, I think. Let me check.
Okay, now how old is David Davis?
Me don't know. Me never really research.
David Davis is 30.
My 30.
He's 30. So he's 3 years younger than Grant. 2 to 3 years younger than Grant. And that's exactly my point. So while I agree with Formula that Haka is only in there because it is our weakest position. Yes, it is our weakest position. I don't care if him there because it is our weakest position. The fact of the matter is he's needed. Yes, it is our weakest position, and in that position we need all hands on deck. So we're not gonna say, oh, CDM is our weakest position and whatever, and because Haka is old, we don't want to go back to Haka. We don't have no choice right now. And David Davis is currently not in the squad. So I don't like to talk about players who have not indicated their interest to play for Jamaica, or their paperwork not sort out for them to play for Jamaica, or they are not in this squad. From what I've heard, I've never seen David Davis, but from what I've heard, I've heard persons speak highly of David Davis. But again, for me, I would want somebody in the 25 or under age, the mirroring Haka. I don't want somebody who can only give us 2 years and then will be in the same situation as Haka.
You know, who would I make a case for? Joey Desert. Would I make a case for him? A solid case for Desert. I think him out of all of them would have a solid case. Young, capable, and he can grow in the position. At this point in time, he should be a player who is actually around Grant if you really understand the role and try to master that role. And I think it's time now. I think it's time now where the time come where we have to start put more pressure upon JFF to do shrewd recruiting, not just look for anybody. Because today when I watch the JPL, we don't have a specific CDM. We don't have no proper CDM. Me from me watch JPL until now, I not seen a CDM in the JPL. Or me can say right, this
the only one I've seen so far on his today game is Kevin from Mount Pleasant, and Kevin got a chance in the Jamaica program, and Kevin never make use of it.
But I don't like him stand out in the game as well.
And he did not stand out in the game today in the midfield for Mount Pleasant either. Sule stand out more than him, and Sule was playing box to box beside him.
Box beside him. And hey, Sule a ball. You know, the funny thing about it, I'm sure it's Sule. Me play Dakar Cup with Sule.
General, brother. General that.
Me play Dakar Cup with Sule, you know. You know, say Sule was our main striker for about 3 seasons at Dakar Cup, and Sule was where we have a goal. When Sule gonna Portmore, Sule gonna Portmore go play left back. And I'm a right footer.
But I want to tell us a left back, me know Sule play a right back.
Exactly, but that I'm a right footer and he play left back at Portmore. He got Mount Pleasant in first season play left back, and now he play box to box midfield. Yes, you only can use a player like that when them have up here. So when it's smart as a baller, you can basically put them anywhere because them basically can master anyway. That's it. It's a utility player now. But once you put them flat in a position, and let me tell you, man, a striker in first position is a striker. The man kick the ball hard, bro, and the man physical, pace, power, everything, man. But I'm converting still, so I don't know why. Probably must be a reason why they don't convert him. And sometimes, you know, a team run short at one particular position, and at the time period, you have somebody who's seen in a position where you play, and you just go hold a position and go and play. But I think I say go. Formula Sports said Joy Desert should be in the squad over Aka easily. I agree, Military. Desert is a good player. Yeah, I think he's the player that we should be arguing about. It shouldn't be Aka. We shouldn't even, as good as Grant is, we shouldn't be in a position where we argue about Grant. Because
it should be Joy. Yeah.
Because of the age profile. I'm being honest. We shouldn't be in a position in which we argue over Grant, even Grant himself, as much as though we know he's doing well, based off of the age bracket. But at this particular time, it is a situation that we're in, and we have to Aka card him. He's the best we have right now. Without a doubt, he's the best we have. But I think that this game is a game that will grant the players, these young players, the opportunity to move into the first team. I'm sorry that Alex Marshall didn't get the opportunity. It's just sad. It's really, really sad. I don't know why situation with I don't allow to speak about it with Paris, but I would love to see Paris in this team because me know the Paris. Me know the Paris.
It is an unfortunate situation.
Really, really unfortunate.
I was really looking forward to Paris. However, it's just not to be.
Yeah, not to be at all. Shaz, it's so quiet. I'm gone. Shaz, go there. Shaz. We are looking forward for this game. What are you looking forward to this game?
I tell you, be honest, development, new identity, new ideas, new players to the system.
The music in the background. You're not here, right?
Yeah, turn on it. Yeah, so I say, just a better idea of the way we're gonna go about doing this thing for the country. With Mr. Paul try to implement his ideas earlier, you know what I mean? I'm listening, I'm here talking about players and the age bracket and things. So for instance, Davis. is coming. Me know for sure in 5 years more younger than Akan, even at a higher level in terms of performing. So it'd be more suitable in enough sense. Even for even that's probably say grant level, right?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of where you're at in terms of professional football and the whole thing. So we just with this team, I just say some players, for example, even Paris. You mentioned Paris, and Paris is a player. You know, me ever talk about Paris. He's a ball of rate, and you mentioned Makala, and me like when you mention to the fact where you say you can adapt to certain situation. He's a utility player, and I see where I mentioned Lambert, and somebody I say yo, why you gonna use a man in a position where you use him a player, but at the same time, if you be smart enough, as I say, and can bring out the level of game of the coach require for him to play. I'm not for sure so well, him can be a CDM. Now for these players in the world, which I say is making the most of certain position, did they have seen it, they did go as that person there. But what when them got a player better than them, so them convert.
Yeah, me agree with that.
Exactly. We have goalkeepers who used to play outfield football, but what the field, the quality was out there too much, so you have to change because he want to be a professional player.
Mm-hmm.
So if in this modern age, day and age where you want to be a professional footballer, you can say, oh, you're just a back to back
Right back
midfielder, yeah,
or
striker. Yeah, exactly. You have to try your best to use the full length of the pitch in terms of utilizing your talent where you can never play. And if they use Makala as prime example, I'm surprised. Or they never really give Makala, for example, because a good player from Pombodia till now. So even when him go Cavaliers at the time. So, I, yeah, I think this team now, the squad and the whole thing is a branding and the whole thing. So they would as a part of looking for players to join up with the current crop of players they had now for these upcoming features. So I guess players them know just have to put in the work as how they're supposed to, you know what I mean?
All right. So, question: what changes are you looking for in this team?
It's a young team, so not really much, in terms of changes. Maybe position wise, they will try to retain the ball and more, bounce it around more, and with the philosophy the coach have with them over the particular time span, couple of days, I think they would see the way he want to play. So we might see different things instead of the long ball, we'll see more ball on the ground, short passes, and hopefully we have some link up midfielders because the issue with Jamaica, the midfielders tend to keep away from the ball, Like we have the midfielders which don't want the ball, they don't like the ball at them feet, you know what I mean? So hopefully with Pala at the M now, them can really change up that and get some players like that. You see me where you want the ball at them foot, you see it.
Yeah. Vivian, you agree? You think that's something you look forward to if you see something in a style of play, something like that in the style of play to change?
I am looking for the midfielders to come and collect the ball from the defenders. And I am really looking forward to see if Damian Lowe will still attempt those 70-yard passes. Because his former coach said that he told Damian Lowe to pass the ball to the midfielders and not dink it over the top looking for the forwards and the wingers. Damian Lowe won't listen. So tomorrow will give me an indication if it was really Damian Lowe not listening or is the coach not telling Damian Lowe what to do. So honestly, I am tired of the red ball. I am really tired of the red ball. I really hate the red ball that we used to play. Not even my 12-year-olds play that type of ball that the team was playing. Yes, we are weak in midfield. However, I'm looking forward to see the philosophy of Paul Hall. I need to zoom in on that game and see how they position, how the right back comes to the ball, how we position at on goal kicks, how we position when we are defending our defensive shape, whether we in a low block, how we press. And I am going to be looking at all of those things to get an idea of how Paul Hall will want us to play. That's one. The next thing that I'm going to look at is to see how well the players are adapting to the system that Paul Hall is trying to play. Because I mean, the players have to adapt, and if they don't adapt, you can't make the man squad. All right. So without if you can't adapt to the system of the coach, you cannot make the squad. So I'm really looking forward to see if the players are up to the challenge to adapt to his style of play, and them say old habits die hard. You have to break out of some of them old bad habits there. So really and truly, I'm looking for tactics, team shape on and off the ball, how we press, how we transition. Me I look at everything. Me I make sure I have my checklist in. Me I look at every call and now you know easy pass in about. Because make no sense in that because Tapper now do none of them something and then we get somebody who is not doing the basics.
Same thing.
Understand? A big thing, yeah. I'm expecting, and I'm not expecting us to win that game. I'm expecting us to play big football.
This Peru team is doing, if we look on Peru, let me see if we can find Peru farm. Because if we can find Peru current farm with it in there.
Now, I mean, we don't expect to beat this Peru team with our team with players who haven't played together for so long. I don't expect to beat Peru. Even though you realize Peru rests some of them players, like even if I'm bringing them 20-year-old and stuff. Peru rests about 5 players who are senior players. They are resting some of the players.
So first of all, me I look on this. All right, so Peru played Brazil. Look on the last a couple games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 8 games, them lose 3, win 3, and draw 1, which is not bad. When you look on your opponents, them what them lose to, so say you can factor in that as well. All right, so them lose to Brazil 2-0, and when they play against Brazil, possession Brazil have 58, them have 42, which is significantly close, I would say. And knowing Brazil is a possession-based team, and for you to even have that much possession, it means that you yourself is also a possession-based team. Brazil have 10 shots, them have 12. So that's something you can look on as well. So then play against Chile, then beat Chile. That's a huge win. That is a big win. Then they outshot Chile again. So that's also a red flag for Jamaica. They play against Bolivia. And they lose against Bolivia still. Bolivia really beat them this time around. Let me look on now and play against Argentina now, and then lose 1-0. And that you can say that's a good game. I may assume no, sir. Because Argentina outpossession them, but the shot not that much. Them still use the minimal possession and still have the same amount of shot as Argentina, and have more shots on target than Argentina with way less possession. So you can look on these things, and these things can really tell us some stuff. They have more possession. Then play back Bolivia again, and they beat Bolivia now 3-0. More possession, they outshot Bolivia. So then basically turn around. Then they play Venezuela. Then beat Venezuela as well. Venezuela outpossession them. They have similar shots to Venezuela, almost same shots on target. Then they play. This is a friendly game. You're not getting the stats with that because the game is off the match. And then the game against Panama. Much highlights the Panama game. That was a really good game. Really good game. But it shows that.
Bona. Yeah, come and say, remember I said Peru got the last World Cup in brother. And Peru give France a hard time. And France win the World Cup. Give France a hard time at the group stage. Because them and France is at the same group and them dance. It's just unfortunate. Them just not Peru have some ballers. Good quality ballers. As I say, them you can see based on them stats, and position stats, and even the shots on target. And and it's a team effort. You don't have individual brilliance or anybody. Yeah, you have few names that stand out, yes, but them don't make it seem that way. Them play as a unit, them play as a team. And that's the issue we lack in Jamaica. You see, the thing I have with me now say we like striker with the idea of say every shot ball him get, him supposed to take that shot towards goal line. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we are in a difficulties. I can make a pass.
Yeah.
Assist really count, assist count and just not the goal alone. Because without the assist, the goal couldn't come, don't it?
Yeah, man, and build up play is a factor as well.
Exactly. So, and the team issues we have with Jamaica, football. Now the Jamaica the national team itself, but the football overall is all about individual brilliance. No team cohesiveness. You know what I mean? Them not really play football as a team. It's like I'm gonna look at highlights because we know in some sense it might help you as a person to get a contract or something there about, but for a team-based event or game, Jamaica lack in that area, you know what I mean? Them just tend to make it their individual.
Individual brilliance.
And it would depend about the players themselves. I don't know for the mentality but the coach instill in these players because they know that the players surpass the best of the other players on the team. Even in the sense where you ask a question, say, how many the defensive midfielder on the island right now or whatever. And you guys can only call a few names. They call persons where play box to box or person where play centre back. I know why. It's like I mentioned earlier. It's like a midfielder them don't like the ball. It's like it's like we have be attack. Yeah, it's like we have be attacking midfielders. So the ball. So for instance, Damian Lowe, for example, come here, if I say to my Thursday, me say if a long ball, if the coach or if I just Damian Lowe mentality of going long. But me feel like in most cases where the midfielder don't come for the ball. The only option is centre back have to kick it upfield now, brother. Because upfield them there, no. Because most of them are close to the forward more than even ever. And the thing when me say is like the mentality them have is because we just play football, you know. A man feel like say, you're not supposed to stay behind the arc at the centre half and on his side of the field because he's supposed to up there at the game. We're not discipline the players them enough where the CDM supposed to do the back four. So for instance, Lawrence or even Javon Brown, whichever person play any other winger them play, the left back or right back. The CDM supposed to be the person who cover either flank. You know what I mean? I have a centre back support and make a tackle, follow him forward and make a tackle. And you as a CDM supposed to feel the divide. And Jamaica players are lacking that. And we lose enough game because of the midfield. It's not because of the weakest link in a sense, no, because they have teams that have weak midfield, no, but they are very organized. They're very them program them CDM to say, this is your job, hold the line. And we tend to share. Me say I can't play more time, I play center CDM and him further than the person who play attacking midfield, higher than the person who play attacking midfield. Not saying Aka alone, but just using a name for example. You get me? So we need to work on that. We need to work on the positioning of persons while in games and anything there. So I don't know who would be the substitute if Jamaica play Jamaica. What person there Peru though? Because I'm never there for light up, How much was the number?
21.
Yeah.
So possibility them can make a total sub. But if you make a couple sub, I don't know who's the person who's gonna replace who in midfield. Because based on our midfielders, most of them are attacking our box to box. So we don't seem like we have any ideas person to play CDM. So with this Peru team, and you look at the stats and everything, and you saw them track record shows. And to me, South America qualifier is one of the hardest qualifiers, even better than European qualifier.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
They come the ball
So-
wicked, no man. Wicked.
Yeah.
A wickedest region, man.
Every match are very much down there. You know.
Exactly. No team, no surprise team. If I maybe look on something and I say, yo, all right, that game I can go that way. Maybe Venezuela and them little team there. But like and Bolivia them team. But if I look on them team, them upset enough big teams.
If Brazil will play against Chile, then I put themselves together. Chile both their face.
But Chile a big side. But I say
Right.
even Venezuela, for example.
Both them tapping on their neck. Them
Even this
couple
Peru
of
team,
game.
even Peru. And
Them,
like
you know,
say, oh,
you know, Argentina only could have beat them by 1.
yeah. So even Panama get even one alja with Peru supposed to be grateful in a sense because I mean the quality we them have, what them possess in terms of football, and this has been happening over the years for South America. And
It was a
they were
good
the
game,
most
you know. That Panama game, watch a game and rewatch it. It was
and
a good
Panama.
game, man.
And the thing when I like with, I don't know if Jamaica observer the persons who is associated with football in Jamaica closely in terms of national team and the whole thing and the organizing and the planning of football in Jamaica, watching these countries. Couple years back, Panama never really have no good squad, right? And them are developing football to a level where it can challenge the so-called best in CONCACAF now. Because Mexico has struggled in a sense, in a way where we say, oh, probably would have top the table. Canada do them thing, because they are developing football as well. America is always up there, but they missed the World Cup the last time and them go up on the rebuilding stage and they might implement certain things.
Fruits right now.
Exactly, they implement certain things. And come in the next World Cup, which is going to be in America and Mexico and the world works. You know, they might have come out
Must
with...
have a position like that.
No, but Mr. Chai should say, look at the youth like Pepe, for example. Musa and...
Team young, man. Young.
Team, yeah. These are players for the coming World Cup, you know. Not this World Cup, you know, but the World Cup coming in 2026, you know, brother. And we need to look at that, you know. We need to look in other sense where, for example, youth from
even Canada as well. Look on Canada
exactly.
team. Right
No,
now, Arsenal out to buy them striker. Jonathan David, yeah.
Yeah. You look at even the youth they play for JC. This be a 6. Good CDM. You see him at the most disciplined man, I see. In a sense, where youngster, but he mold him line. You never see them on the too far across from the half line. And what they didn't play a centre back role. I don't even know what happened to the previous centre back. And he played centre back and he was very disciplined. So yeah. It's a good look prospect that in terms of CDM. We might say Mackenzie, but Fabian might say him attacking midfielder. But
he is not a CDM.
Yeah, but may I say, him have the potential can be a CDM, so that he does the thing with him now. He only have he's a one-footed player.
The thing about it, Charles, not every player will be a utility player. Utility players are very rare and hard to find. So here you mentioned Sule. Sule is a very good utility player. But again, utility players are very hard to find. So just because Sule can adapt and play any position given to him, it is very rare that you will find a footballer that can do the same. So when I hear me say you're playing Lambert out of position, it simply means that Lambert is not a utility player. Lambert is a player that can adapt to that position or that role. While he can adapt to the role, right? He can play the role and he can do a job in the role. But it will not. You will know that is not his position.
Yeah.
When Sule play anywhere on the field, you can't right now. You can tell Sule original position. So that is the difference between
now Premier League, he might play box to box. The man start off in footballing career as from my youth, from where I play under 16, come right up.
And he has played centre back and he has played right back and left back in the Premier League. And each time he plays, you don't know his position. So it is not a case where there's a big difference between a utility player and a player who can do a job. You understand? So Sule, type of player like Sule, very hard to find. So that is why I say don't play the players out of position. Duncan is very good, but Duncan as a central defensive midfielder is not great. JC experiments and play Duncan deeper at the start of the season and Duncan last. He's not. I mean, he's a good player, But what you want to look at is it is easier to convert a centre back into a CDM because it's basically the same position, especially now that football is moving towards the era where we're having ball playing centre backs.
Yeah.
Centre back no longer kick with the ball. A centre back now supposed to have control and pass the ball and move. Because a CDM and a centre back role are basically the same thing. One is playing just high up the pitch.
No, I mentioned
So it's easier to convert to do that.
my response to a comment to say another scratch off win. He said something about money. We know America have money and the world works and they have good league and the whole thing. But we in Jamaica we don't really players are naturally gifted in certain years. We can pick players. We even, for example, the schoolboy football which is going on right now. We see players in there with potential. And we know for sure that most of these players don't have come from a wealthy background in terms of finance. But them the brain, the human brain is very, very, very a unique thing, and we use it according to how we want it to use. You know what I mean, Guna? So if a player say I'm gonna play football and put him in mind and in brain to it, you don't need no financial help. We never say it is important, you know. But at the same time, remember, you know, you have countries which, like for example, if Croatia, for example, before Croatia really hit the ground running in football, most of these players were start chanting in Europe. Never come from a rich background or no rich football heritage or nothing, history. But them apply themselves.
Yeah. So may I speak the scout and him tell me say Jamaica are natural. The scout, you know, the guy who was on the program a while ago, he said that the reason why they are looking at Jamaican players is because we are natural athletes. We are natural athletes. We are fast. We think fast.
How many times have you ever heard Craig Butler say that?
Craig Butler always has said. Always has said. So we have all of the attributes them as footballers. The man say we're fast, we're physical, we think quick. We have everything, man. So we have everything. The whole thing left.
Bro, we break every rule. We break every single rule of this. Look at it. Jamaica produced the fastest man in the world who is 6'5".
No, it shouldn't happen.
Tell me how many other persons over 6 foot that are that fast. Look again at Shamar. Shamar is about 6'3". Shamar a bullet. Again,
but even that no Fabian. But Fabian, I should say, there wasn't much wealth in terms of both talent in our sense. You know, no money never really have nothing to do with it. Just
and money make you talented.
Yeah. It's about making the right moves and
exposure.
It's about making the right moves and development.
Fabian, one time me in high school, and me about 18, 19, me run 10.66 at 18, 19. If me could have run for enough country, running 10.66.
You could have run more. You could have gotten faster.
Of course, we could have get
faster.
faster.
Track coach, you could have gotten faster.
Actually, because me never did further the track thing. I just never. Well, after champs, thing.
Question: you run 10.6. Did you have a structured track program when you run 10.6?
Yeah.
Did you have a structured 8-month track program when you run 10.6?
Yeah, no, bro. D-Cup them tell us.
D-Cup
done December. D-Cup done November, right?
Track program.
Let me tell you what go on. D-Cup done November. The coach see me January, about the 25th of January, the coach see me and call me for come train. And I say, all right, I come train. January, you know. The other members of the track team, them are trained from the last summer, you know. Them the palm program. Me start train January. I got camp down. The first place I go at Central Champs. And I run 11 flat at Central Champs. Then the time I must be about 5th fastest man in the track team. At that point in time. I go Central Champs and run 11 flat. I go camp down Classics. I run 10.95. Then now I go another track meets and go run 10.66. When we got champs, run. When we got champs, me the drop back. Me don't know what they happen. I'm run 10 something, 7 something. But me don't run 10, 6, 6.
Periodization is off, bro. It was off.
Because
Your program was off. You didn't
I
have a
want man.
program.
I want man me train for. You know the coach
So
said.
suppose
The
that
coach
is
said
why
go-
I say you could do it faster.
the coach give me one coconut tree for myself. And for 1 week, me dip on the coconut tree, I run up the coconut tree. Just I run up the coconut tree, so. And I run 400, I sprint 400. I sprint 400 and 800 meters. That's all he said. That's all he give me for doing now 1 month time period. And then said
And you were and you run 100-meter, right?
I'm running 100 meters, I'm 100 and 200 me run. I think my time at 200 I must be about
Probably
about
well slower.
21 something. Eh?
Supposed to slower than it, the 100-meter.
Yeah man, it's
Because
slow man. I think I run about 21 something.
speed endurance
Rough.
and lack fitness. But if you had done, yes, if you did get a proper program, you could have run faster than
I
the
think so
kids.
too.
Trust
Me
me.
a 6
You
foot
could have
and
run
me built. Me well. When me in high school, me don't know what me have a pack. Me have a crate in the 6-pack. But no, me don't know. Just get a crate. Just go buy a crate, yeah, man. But when me did high school, me did well built. No more a physical athlete. Athlete.
I mean, I think you make one error still, but I mean, I think you make one error with giving the 800 and the 400 to do 1 month before.
I have a clue. That thing give me. But
Yeah, all right. So
me never not try.
it
Me never
is
not
not
focus on
ideal.
it.
All right, bro. It is not ideal. You see, you're joining. You start training at the competition phase. The competition phase, you need to run your events. The events that you're going to be running at champs.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I like you're going at the pre-comp phase or the background phase or the strength phase where you just build up your endurance or your speed endurance. Competition phase, you start training in a bus. So there's this thing where a lot of coaches don't. All right, there's this thing where you see if you're late for training. So for instance, you have a 100-meter runner and you start training late and you have only 3 weeks to prepare that 100-meter runner. You would just give them 100-meter alone for run. You wanna bother try give them no 400, no 300, no 250 to build their endurance or their speed endurance. All you would give them is 100-meter and then speed work. Just focus because I want crash program I'll give them. Just focus on getting them able to get across the line. Just give them the exact amount to do. But if it's a case where you do an entire program, you would have started the season with a 400. You'd have run a couple 600, some 300, some 250. You would have run whole heap of 300 and whole heap of 350.
And I fun thing about it though, you know, say, I own and could represent my school in LGBT after me done. I end up get a gold medal, me turn champion boy in high school. I mean, never that train. I mean, never like running. I didn't like running thing. Cause the running, brother.
Without
track training harder than football. Track training harder than football training. We couldn't bother with it. All right.
Bro,
we have to say now before we close off.
Good luck to Paul Hall. I am supporting Paul Hall. That don't mean I'm supporting foolishness. So if you slip, you'll get the same treatment like Tapa. I am going to look. I'm not looking for you for Jamaica to win the Peru game. I'm just looking to make notes to see how Jamaica plan to play with Apala as their coach, and then from there I'll start judging him based off how I see they're trying to play. You understand? So he says he's an attacking coach. His philosophy is attacking, possession based. So I want to see that. Can the players do it? That is another question. So let us see what happens. As I said before, I'm glad the time changed to 8 o'clock. Because I have to watch that game. I'm watching it very, very close.
Shaz.
Well, in terms of the game, my old JFF. All right, then I go up on the game. In terms of the game, it's a child. It's first game, so I won't say much about the coach or the players selected. So we all know it's a trial for these players, and it's a good experience for them. I think I like the first friendly, which is not not really an international friendly, but it's a friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a quality friendly for the Reggae Boyz, and for these players who are not really was a part of the system
Mm-hmm.
through the qualifiers or even the World Cup. Many of these players were not, and they are coming in now with the expectation of doing something good for themselves and the country. So it's a good look. It's a good look for football and Jamaica. And Mr. Our first job, as Fabian said, will be taking notes and see where he's trying to implement his strategy, his ideas, his intensity, his philosophy, and the whole thing. Because we've been here talking about this, football and the way we Jamaican playing it in terms of the long thing. And Mr. come and listen and him observe and him watch a few of the programs, and you see where we discuss, not just we and the panelists right now and other persons who have a similar platform, discuss the situation, and he have an input where he want to change the country, and he have hopes of qualifying for Qatar. So let's see how we go about doing this. So we just watching the game tomorrow. Thursday. With hope of seeing some of these players standing out and can make it for the upcoming qualifiers. And all the person on the live who don't like and subscribe as well, just do so while you're at it. Thanks in advance and respect.
All right, people. MDH. I never. All right, yes, I was the best. I was the fastest runner in school, but I really know slow me bit when I got a chance. And that's what I really know my pace. And that's what I go find out, say, people just naturally born for run. I go back up on one brother named Jazil Murphy. 1 foot tall and one. 1 foot tall and one.
From Bridgeport.
Yes, man. 1 foot tall and one. I mean, I tell you, say, when you see start deep, once man run left Omar and him Adam Cummins, Omar Cummins. One Cummins and red face, red looking brother. Run left him still. Run left him. Hola amigos, so I de Peru. I am from Peru. Bigos Julio Spinedo.
And if I use from Manuel attack. I never you there.
Yeah, man, a man where come from. Him see him one. Him see him one. I'm a whole
India have talent. India have talent,
Eh?
India have talent, man.
Yep, my mate is I always think brother, you know a race. Oh, that brother name a Skelly, what do you call him, man? Delano Williams. Are Delano Williams they call him?
You really are running with Delano and win?
Brother, Fabian. Man,
Delano Ragged, you know?
Man evil. Man evil.
Delano Ragged, you know?
I think I'm a Murphy then tie. I think one comes, me never remember who, but me I tell you say, one thing though, I mean the fastest start out all of them. Fastest start out all of them. Over 10 meters. Fly out. So I go and look left and look right. The glaze, when I drive face, I'm glimpse left and right. I'm gonna say, yeah, I made this. Then time lift up my head so and come out I drive face. I say me I go hold farm. I saw me see Murphy just a pass me. I just just a pass me. I dip. I saw me see man. I saw me see man a dip a pass me.
You have no speed in there.
Yeah.
So there's a potential of you having a video on YouTube then somewhere.
I mean, of course, I must can't find it. See, man, never left me. Must can't find it. Must can't find it.
You go search it.
You know, make a search it though. That good thing that you can search it. But yo, people, big up people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys are good. People, it's late now. We'll make sure somebody can have a good night. We know so now as a customer said me I done live there early. People are almost 2 hours there. A whole heap of reason to go out. Whole heap of football we talk about. We can't do that live tonight.
You talk about something come today?
Eh?
They talk about they call it Ben Francis.
Tomorrow what go run through that. Family Sports, class 1 mid run. That means it's a 10-6-6 now fast class 1. No, make which finals. How to make finals? I must about 6 me coming in a race, or 6 or 5. I think about 6 or 5 me coming in a race. Then the man quick.
Yeah, me tell you, 10 6 without training well fast, bro.
Yeah, fast still.
10
But the
6
winning
without
time was
training well.
10 I think the winning time was 10-3 something. I mean, we off. We off.
You know,
We off.
but
Big up.
I find true that, we are.
Big up, people. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. And then now look out for the watchers and the game. Big up.